Alright, so the clip is now assembled, you've got it on your rack, and now you can start playing. So you're going to hear some sound samples in a minute, but before I do that, I just wanted to say that the microphone that you're going to find in the thrift store is probably going to be what they call a low Z microphone. That's going to be a low impedance element. In order to play along with most kinds of tube amps or guitar amps, you're probably going to need one of these. And this is an inline low to high Z impedance matching transformer. And I've also got a 1/4 inch inline plug to XLR jack, sort of converter, so that I can plug what's probably going to be a 1/4 inch plug that's on the end of your mic cable into the impedance matching transformer, and then this end goes into the amplifier. Personally, I'm not using this in the clips that you're going to hear because I use a modeling pedal, the Zoom G3 modeling pedal, and that pedal has some capability to sort of do the same thing. So my software patch for my amped sound actually includes an impedance matching sort of transition, and I can set the levels and set the output so that it's what the guitar amp I'm going to play through actually is looking to hear. So the samples you're about to hear, the first few will be with this sort of gaffer's tape bellows on the sides of the clip, sort of that sort of more tightly cupped amp sound, and then I'll play 2 samples without that gaffer's tape, so it's sort of the loosely cupped sound of the clip and the mic with no gaffer's tape sealing the sides. So take a listen to that and see what you think. Okay, so those were a couple of sound samples of what the thing sounds like with my admittedly not the best rack harp playing, something I'm still working on. I just thought I'd take one last opportunity to show you the assembled unit, this time with a little bit more care taken in applying the gaffer's tape so that the bellows basically, I don't know, just a little neater looking than they were in my very rushed job on camera earlier. And just another quick note that you can play this thing outside of the rack too. It sort of acts as a auto cupper. So if you are one of these folks who have a hard time cupping the mic to get that overdriven sound, this little device can be used just in one hand. And you don't have to worry about how tightly you're cupping it because it automatically does it. And so that would sound something like this. And if I was to sort of add a little bit of an additional cup, not necessarily the same kind of airtight seal you'd need with a bullet mic or something like that, but just holding it a little closer and up to my mouth, you can get even more overdriven tone with less effort than you would with a traditional mic that you'd have to cup with your hands 100% airtight. So that's actually a really overdriven tone, and that was achieved by putting the rest of the holes kind of against my cheek and playing tongue blocked. It's a little easier to play tongue blocked off of that side of your mouth. So that's just the last little thing to say. I hope you find this thing interesting, and I think you should give it a go. It's really easy, it's really cheap, it's quite effective for what it is. And if you've liked this video, if you found it helpful, please go ahead and click the like button below or the thumbs up or whatever it is these days. And please leave comments. Let me know what you liked about this video and this little thing. And if you have any questions, catch you on the flip side.